Hello! Welcome back to my channel. I hope we're all doing well. I actually had a different video planned for this week because I'm going out to a wedding this weekend, so I'm going to have a shorter time frame to make my video than I typically do. It was going to be the pom-pom mirror video, but we still haven't gotten those pom-poms in yet, so I'm improvising by sharing with you a speed paint of a screen cap from the movie Chinatown from 1974 with Jack Nicholson and Faye Dunaway, and giving you a reading of an essay that I wrote about the movie for my film class in my senior year of high school. That being said, if you would not like any spoilers for the movie Chinatown from 1974, I suggest not watching this video and clicking away and going to watch the movie and then coming back and watching it. And yeah, so I hope you enjoy. However hard a subject is to contemplate, death will come to all eventually. The inevitability of death seems to be a recurring theme throughout Chinatown, from the literal death of the Mulrays to the symbolic death of JJ's faith in himself and humanity. The drought that plagued Los Angeles during the time of the movie was an important reference to this theme. Water symbolizes life and the washing away of sins. Without any water, the city was no longer bustling with life. The lack of it stirred a lot of hate for Hollis Mulray. Enough hate for anyone to act out brashly, such as the farmer who released the herd of sheep into the council room as Hollis declined their request to build a dam. Releasing the sheep was the farmer's way of calling him a coward, or sheepish, because Hollis was afraid to build the dam. Although it was for a good reason. Ironically, the symbol of life had proved too much for the previous dam that Hollis had built, and the breakage flooded a nearby city, killing several people. Furthermore, the lack of water brought something else to Hollis's attention, the redirection of water the council was permitting. This he acquired more knowledge of by meeting with a boy riding a white horse. In the Christian religion, a white horse is symbolic of death. Hollis's meeting with the boy can also be seen as his first true encounter with death. This brought Hollis to the scene where JJ is watching him from afar as he waited by the ocean until the non-salt water came pouring out of one of the nearby drains. Shortly after this follows a clip of Hollis looking upward, and in the distance behind them a very bright white light appears. This light greatly resembled that of an oncoming train, from behind which, if it were the case, would ultimately lead to his death. This, along with the lack of water, the anger against him, and his meeting with the boy on the white horse, foreshadow his upcoming death. Evelyn's intimations of her death are far more subtle than Hollis's, and tie more into the death of JJ's faith in himself and humanity. Evelyn is almost always seen within the film wearing a bright, contrasting shade of red lipstick. This small detail foreshadows a much larger event, the scene where she gets shot in the back of the head and her blood is sprawled across her face, the lipstick being the start of the red that should cover her face in the future. Although, Evelyn is able to prolong this fate for quite some time by avoiding the subject of her daughter and father and lying to JJ. This fight against her doom is also shown through the placement of her character. Evelyn is often placed on the right side of the screen, looking left, as if she were always looking backwards to the past and always moving towards it instead of forward, a quicker approach to her death. Even in the scene of her death, she is on the left side of the screen. When the camera moves around to see her maimed face, it moves around the left side of her, showing the wound last as it reaches the front. An indication other than character placement that she is looking back on the past comes with her accessories. Evelyn is often seen wearing pearls, which are symbolic of purity and loyalty, which is used to convince not only herself as well as JJ that she is a being of innocence. However, this lie is not entirely the beginning of JJ's conclusion to his faith in humanity. The first sign of this goes back to the boy on the white horse. Not only does the white horse symbolize death, but it also is that of power. When JJ goes to the dried riverbed to gain some idea of what could have prompted the murder of Hollis Mulray, he meets the boy in the white horse, as a symbol of power, is quick to depart from him. And as quick as that, power is no longer available to him, much like his ability to wash away the sins of others, with the drought going on and such. As JJ learns of Evelyn's untruthfulness, he begins to no longer know what to believe, as shown by the scene where he asks Evelyn who Catherine is, and doesn't believe her when she tells him Catherine is her sister, and then her daughter. His hopelessness sets further in at the end of the film when he stands with the police and Noah Cross and tells them the truth about what Noah did to Hollis, and they continue to disregard them. Their act of handcuffing him is representative of his powerlessness in the situation, and as they run towards Evelyn's dead body, a deep focus shot starts with a close-up of JJ. The shot starts at eye level to show the audience his facial expression, which signifies his loss of hope. As the camera pans out into a high-angle shot, there is an increasing feeling of powerlessness for JJ. making him seem completely weak and reduces any kind of importance he may have felt at the beginning of the film. JJ was unable to prevent the death of either of the Mulrays, and with that came the inevitable death of people he was supposed to be helping, a loss of faith in himself for not being able to do so, and the ultimate loss of faith in humanity itself. And there we go! I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It was very last minute. I haven't drawn digitally in several months, so getting straight back into it with such a big project like this was kind of daunting, kind of exciting. Overall, I'm very proud of myself because it was my first time doing a full background like this, and I think it turned out really good. And yeah, so I hope you all are staying hydrated and healthy and safe, and I will see you in my next video. See you later!